extra virgin olive oil. We're going to go in with about 5 tablespoons. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if you can see in here, the consistency is now like a pouring sauce. So what you've got now here is some lovely pink in the inside of this. Oh baby. Ooh, look at this. Take some of this lovely chimichurri, give it a mix up, and just spoon all in and around that steak like that. Oh my God, the smell is unreal. Yo guys, welcome back to the YouTube and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to show you an amazing Argentinian steak recipe. Think of your normal bit of beef rump steak or sirloin steak, and this is going to take it up to a whole new level, guys. This is my favorite steak recipe, and I have to say, if you poured this over any piece of meat, it would be beautiful. Bit of chicken, bit of beef, but today we're going to show you this with some lovely rump steak, and we're talking, Jordan, about a chimichurri sauce, which is vibrant, green, herby, zingy, salty. Oh my God, guys, let's get into this. But first, guys, if you want to cook this recipe, you want to go to the link below for our food blog. Jordan, am I right?
Yeah.
And we'd really appreciate it, guys, if you drop a like and hit the subscribe button as well. So we're going to start with the sauce, guys. This is a nice easy one. We're going to be using our best friend, the blender, a load of herbs and spices, and some beautiful extra virgin olive oil, which I actually got free from Ask Italian. Go back to the last video and you'll see the lovely lady that gave it to us. Our favourite waitress, shout out to you. Really simple one, guys, this is. I've even got a bit of fresh mint from the garden. Have a smell of that, Tiger.
Great minter.
Yeah, so we're going to make the sauce now, chill it down in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes, and then get the steak going. You want the sauce to be a little bit cold, get all those flavours mingling together in the fridge. That cold sauce and the beautifully thinly sliced beef with that rose tint on it. Really? Oh my God. We're just going to take our blender, basically, and chuck everything into here. We're going to blitz it up. If it's a little bit too thick, we're going to add some more oil. If it's not thick enough, we're going to add some more herbs. Pretty simple, right? Whoa, you're giving me a really weird look there. One small shallot onion there, thinly sliced. Any recipe that says use a normal onion, a chef would use a shallot, and that has a bit more sweetness and a much nicer flavour. So shallot in. We've got 4 cloves of garlic here. Now these are small ones. Normally I'd use 2 large ones. We're going to just take the skin off these beautiful garlics and set them aside, and we'll crush them and chuck them in. Like I said, you can use 2 large ones. I'm using 4 small ones because the lovely supermarket didn't have any large garlic today. Hey Jordan, have you heard about the G7 summit in Cornwall?
Yeah.
Something a bit fishy going on down there, I think.
Yeah. Can you remember the joke I told you about the spine?
No, tell it again.
It was about a week back.
Ooh! Had a week off and he thinks he's blimmin' Michael McIntyre, doesn't he? Jesus. Crush it down like this, back of a knife job. And then with this one, because we want a bit of thinly sliced in there, just dice it up. Don't have to go too crazy, because the blender's going to smash it up anyway. Fresh red chilli and a green chilli. Hi camera 2, how are you? We don't want loads of this, guys. The whole point of this isn't to blow people's heads off. It's just to add a bit of colour. So look, we're just going to slice off the bottom bits of these. There's no seeds in these parts either. And we're just going to, oh, it smells. I love the smell of fresh chilli. This is going to add a lovely colour to it. I've got some fresh mint because I'm growing it in our kitchen garden. I do like the flavour from this in this dish, so if you've got some, just break it up and chuck it in. Flat piece parsley here. It's going to take about half of this bag. Oh, beautiful. And we're just going to give it a little rough chop. This smells amazing when you make this dish. Beautiful fresh herbs. In we go. Oh. Coriander, my favourite herb. Look, listen, come in here. You want a lot of this in here. Look at that. Oh, how can you not like that?
It's horrible.
Bit more for luck. Okay, coriander, honestly, the smell is just amazing. So
please comment below if anyone else doesn't like coriander.
How can you not like coriander, guys?
How can you? It smells and it tastes horrible.
Right, rough chop, chuck it in.
Stinks.
Now we need something to zhuzh this up with, right? Extra virgin olive oil, we're going to go in with about 5 tablespoons. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go with some rice wine vinegar. You can use Chardonnay vinegar, anything acidic. 2 tablespoons of this. 1, 2. And that's going to add a bit of a... To add to that, Mr. Lemon.
Lemon zisto.
Now, half of this in at this stage, not all of it, because we're gonna keep some back in case we need it for later. Don't get the pips in, so just gonna capture those in my hands. Little Joe trick. Seen it in many videos. If you haven't, watch back and learn. Squeeze that lemon good, Jordan.
Squeeze it good.
Squeeze it good, easy good, easy good. It's lemon good. A bit of salt. And actually that will help to break it down. We're gonna go a bit of Percy pepper, Pete pepper. And this is a bit of a weird one, but it does add a bit of something. You want a tiny bit of dried oregano. Now, I know I've gone about fresh herbs all the time, and fresh this and fresh that, but honestly, in this dish, guys, you want the dried oregano. It adds a totally different taste, so a bit in there. Not much, about a teaspoon. We're gonna go for our first blitz. So we're gonna do what I normally do, pulse it up high, take it down low, check it. Might have to put some more liquids in there. You know the drill by now. So I can already tell that's gonna need more liquid. Right, two things need to happen now. One, we need to taste. Oh my God. Okay, so we need a bit more lemon in there like that. And we're gonna go a bit more salt in there. A tiny bit more pepper peat. Where's the pepper peat? There it is. Just like that, okay? And the tiniest bit more of the oil. And then I think this one's gonna be good to go, guys. Second time round, guys. Here we go. There we go. Yes. I don't know if you can see in here, the consistency is now like a pouring sauce. So what you've got now here is a beautiful pouring sauce. We're gonna bridge this down to make it slightly thicker, and that is gonna go over top of the steak. Oh, super sauce. We want all of the goodness out of here. Just think of all those fresh, beautiful herbs in there, guys, the lemon juice. Look at that, guys. And tell me that isn't gonna change your steak right up. Beautiful piece of rump steak here. Now, I've had this out of the fridge for 20 minutes. Very important. You want the meat to be up to room temperature. If you put a cold steak straight in a hot pan, the inside of that steak is never going to come up to temperature, and you're going to end up with a bit of a disaster. We've got our griddle pan on, hot as possible. That's heating up here. We've got our oven on, just to warm up a plate, because the plate we want to rest the steak on. You don't want to rest the steak on a cold plate. Let's give this steak some love. First of all, we're going to give it a lovely bit of Mr. Olive Oil on top, and we're going to hit it now with some Susie salt and pepper peat, and we're going to do something what I call a technique called rolling. So what I mean by that, guys, is we do that side there and we turn the steak over, and now we're going to do exactly the same again, and then we're going to roll it in all that seasoning, and that gives you the maximum coverage of not only the oil but all of those beautiful seasonings on there as well. Roll that steak in that seasoning and that beautiful oil, and that is A, going to stop it from sticking, B, going to give it some great flavour and beautiful seasoning, C, it's going to give it some great taste and beautiful flavourings. Beautiful steak into a searing hot griddle pan now, guys. Before we start, I'm just going to pop this plate here into the oven just to warm up to rest our steak on. One more hit of seasoning on there. Beautiful. Let's have a little flip of this steak. So I've left it alone in the same place in the pan because you want maximum. You don't want to keep moving it around, basically. Okay, let's get some beautiful char marking on this now around the other way. So pick this baby up, turn it round alternate way like that, push that in there. Beautiful, guys. Oh, guys. Okay, let's take our hot resting plate, warmer resting plate, sorry. Just pop that lovely steak out on there. Now, guys, very important, you need to let that steak rest for about 5 minutes. Ideally longer if you can, so all the resting juices go back into that steak. You can serve this with salad, new potatoes, chips if you're feeling a bit cheeky. Chimichurri on chips is really good. Or anything you want, guys. Bit of rice, whatever you want, or you can just smash this on its own. Personally, I love it served over a beautiful crisp salad with some lovely Somerset new potatoes and a bit of mint and a bit of butter. So now what we want to do, guys, is just slice through this beautiful piece of rump. And what we're looking for here is some lovely pink in the inside of this. Oh, baby. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. There's something about slicing up a steak that just, oh, Really simply, guys, what we're going to do now, and look at this, by the way, just come out the fridge, beautiful. So we are going to take our lovely steak here, and I'll show you a little trick. Just over like this, just have it like that. So it's all in a little line. Take some of this lovely chimichurri, give it a mix up, and just spoon all in and around that steak like that. Oh my God, the smell is unreal. And there it is, guys. Beautiful Argentinian chimichurri rump steak. The smell from that is insane. And if you want to be a little bit cheeky, Jordan, get a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of fresh rock salt and just over the top like that. Amazing, guys. Let's give it a try. This is the best part of my job, having to try this food. Generally, a lot of people on these cooking videos tell you that they do pretend to like stuff. I'm genuinely telling you, this is getting me a bit excited, but you know, oh my God, look at that. Beautiful, tender meat, that kick from the chili, the herbs, and the lemon. Right, I'll tell you what, that is brilliant. If you want to make this dish, guys, hit the link in the description below. I would highly recommend that you do. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you want to support me and Jordan, drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next week. Bye.